What's up, everybody? I'm James.
I'm Marcellus.
And welcome to another episode of Issa Kickback.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Hey, we back at it. Thank you guys for joining us. I mean, it's so cool to just have so many people that like see us, notice us, and they're like, oh, I listened to that. Thank you guys for joining us.
We really appreciate it. Seriously. All the feedback, the positive and negative. We love it all.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
No, for real. Because if you saw earlier stuff and saw it now,
hey, let's not talk about it.
But yeah, with that said, another way to support us in a free way is just if you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you're seeing us on Facebook or you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, one of your favorite streaming platforms, leave a review, rate us 5 stars. That's how we can reach more people and better our engagement and just hopefully kind of,
move us up the ladder.
Yeah, for real. Because, this is us just investing in ourselves, and we love that you like what we're putting into this. And yeah, it's been such a wild reboot. I gotta stop saying reboot because we've been at it for months now, but it's so cool to still be here after this and have the success we have.
Yeah, and it's so a testament to us to sticking with our goals and manifesting what we're trying to achieve. So
no,
shout out to us.
Shout out to us. Yeah, I'll take that. All right, sorry for the little rant. Let's get into it. As you all know, we start our episodes with our vibe check, and I'm going to hold that down for us this week.
All right, bro. So
the vibe check for this week is the people around you are either your circle or your cage.
That's real. I mean, especially in this small town, it could definitely be both ways, stealing from your childhood to now. Sometimes you gotta break out that cage and walk a new life. But sometimes, it could be a cross in the circle.
Yeah.
A little hacky sack circle type shit.
Yeah. I think as someone who feels like I have positive people around me in the sense of they're not doing no real fuck shit. They're just human beings. They might not be the most motivated as I am, but they're okay with that.
Yeah, they know who they are.
Yeah, and I think that's all you can ask for in a friend group is just people that are comfortable with who they are. You can lean on them when we'll get into that, but your circle or your cage, it really is, and it's not just friends; it's family.
Yeah,
that
part, yeah.
It just you have to be careful about the people you keep around you, and sometimes it's so hard to see the signs because you're blinded by emotions and things like that, but.
Love.
Yeah, the one thing I've always encouraged my friends is to travel. We always float back to that, but travel, meet other people and see these different areas and how they navigate. I've been on 4 or 5 spring break trips and just traveled for music, and it's I can never succumb to just this environment and think this is it because I took the chance and traveled. I forced my brothers to travel with me. KJ, Jaleel, John, Jairus, you travel. I made you leave town with me. I've forced you guys to see these different areas so and you have this experience that there is more to just what's around here. And there's a lot going on around here, and it's not all bad, but sometimes when you find yourself in that funk because it's the same thing every day, man, hit the road.
Sometimes you gotta look at life with a new set of eyes, type,
Yeah, for real.
See some new buildings, touch some new grass.
Yeah. So keep that. Oh, and just before we move from the vibe check, a lot of people take growing. Oh, I guess this is the subject. Let's get into the episode, man.
Yeah. Let's do it.
You intro the episode.
So this episode, we want to talk about friendship and the meaning of it and what it means to us, and discuss and have a discussion with you guys about friends.
Yeah,
because we all have friends. At least I assume we do. So let's get into it.
Yeah.
What does the meaning of friends mean to you?
For a while, growing up, everybody's your friend, right?
Right.
Then you get to high school and it's kind of cliquish and it's I know of them.
Yeah.
But we weren't so used to using words like acquaintance or they were still labeled as friends, but it's as you grow up, those labels matter.
Yeah, most definitely.
It matters where you rank them in your life, not only by association, because guilty by association is a very real thing.
Huh. Man,
so
I want you to be caught up with some bullshit.
He talk about you should have me on, or you should tell the story about this.
Man, I should smack
the fire out of that.
No, because the nigga didn't even tell the whole story. It just try to just make us seem like he's a hero type shit. But in reality, no, hold on. ISO for a second. In reality, nigga, I did you a favor. I could have just, hey, police, get that nigga. I didn't. I kept my mouth shut. I ate my weed. I had a little couple grams, swallowed, pause. I was good to go. They had nothing on me. You know, nigga, they wanted to take me. They had the cuss on me. It's like, it's yours, ain't it? I said, kept my mouth shut. But you knew what you did because God told you got a little guilty conscience and you confessed, as you should have. And you asked me to jail. When you snitched and got out that night, well, that's a different subject. Don't make it seem like you're a hero, nigga.
Yeah.
That's a real thing, man.
Yeah.
Kids, watch out for that shit. Niggas out here setting niggas up for nothing.
And
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. That's real. And when you say that, like the guilty by association, like listen to your parents on that shit.
For real.
Or like listen to your elders on this shit. Be like, you know that's not a good friend.
Dead ass, man.
You know, I can kind of. There's so many times where my dad was just like, yeah, he's a good dude. Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah.
I don't know about this one.
Yeah.
And, you know, I didn't hear that very often. So I was like, what do you mean? And then unfortunately, I learned the hard way what he meant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So. Listen to the elders sometimes. There's a little bit of wisdom to them, you know.
Sometimes,
yeah,
you know,
just a little bit.
When they say it, take a chance.
Yeah, try not to write it off so quickly.
Yeah.
What about you, Celis? What is the meaning of friend to you?
To be honest, I've been blessed and fortunate to have the same group of friends. So, like, when I think of friends, I think of my group. Like,
word.
Half of them stem from 5 years old to 5th grade, like real adolescence ages to adulthood. Now our kids are friends, so it's like your daughter the other day, I'm like, bestie's coming. Like, yeah, we're coming. Don't you worry. So like, when I envision the word friends and I close my eyes, I see my group of friends.
Word. Nah, that's fire.
Shout out to you guys. Appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate you, because she definitely was on my case. She's like, are my besties coming? I'm just like, which was? Like, we were just out there. Oh, okay, yeah, they're coming.
Yeah. Appreciate that. Shout out to her too.
But yeah, it's so crazy because it's so rare. Because we have had friends. Now, I'm sure it digs to something deeper, because as different as our paths are, we do have that one similarity.
Yeah.
In the sense of whether it's defending the culture or being a part of it. You know, we all have that one trait in us.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and we're not going to get into that. That's not what this episode's about. I'm still riled up from the other night, boy. I'm ready to go.
Hey. That episode is coming, so you gotta look out for that, for real.
But so now that we're older, and you know, like I said, when as your kid, everybody's your friends, and then it clicks, and then it kind of gets deeper. Like, why do you think having fewer friends and like a deeper friendships matters more than having a ton?
Absolutely, because when they say what's the saying?
4 quarters is better than 100 pennies.
Yeah, and that's facts, because, you know, those silver corners are shiny. 100 pennies is crusty. You know what I'm saying?
That's one way.
That's how I can look at it. Well, like, for real, like, I always say I don't let people just meet my family like that.
Word.
I'm not letting 100 niggas see where I live, you know.
All right, now, chill out.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is different circumstances, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro.
Niggas ain't gonna just come read my kids type shit.
Nah,
that's what I'm
that part.
Saying. So like, yeah, like it's going to have 4 corners than 100 pennies, because those 4 corners gonna rise for you. 100 out of 80 of those 100. My son is who? Yeah, so like, you might as well just keep those 4 corners and keep it pushing.
Nah, for real. I think I know a lot of people, but I know who I can call and who I haven't spoke to. There's friends I haven't spoke to in months, and I just reach out to them. We pick up
like nothing happened.
Yeah, you know, catch up on life. And you know, people. One thing I've learned as an adult, which is crazy, because as a kid, it's you think on these moments where people are in and out of your life, and the inconsistency and stuff like that is like you will have fair weather friends when you're an adult, but you have to trust and love them regardless.
Yeah, and realize that life be lifing sometimes.
I swear to God, life be lifing, boy. And like my brother Becker, like he's in LA,
Shout out to Becker.
Sometimes he take 2-3 days to respond to me. But I know if I'm like, bro, I'm going through it, he'll call me ASAP.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just shit like that. I don't take 2 days, but I be sometimes with this goddamn phone, I need to turn this motherfucker off sometimes. But so I think what I'm kind of leading up to is like some of the ways that having friends like benefits us as far as how they show up when they're there for you mentally, emotionally, like spiritually.
Yeah.
Because a regular friend won't do that, an acquaintance won't do that.
No.
So kind of give some examples, tell us, and I will as well. Like, and then our listeners, like, think of your friends and like think of examples where they've shown up for you, and whether it's mentally, emotionally, or spiritually.
Yeah.
How have like true friends shown up for you, either mentally, emotionally, or spiritually?
One example I can definitely think of was right after my uncle passed away. My boys hit me right away. My brother Zach messaged me on Facebook like right away, sent me this long text about, you know, I'm not gonna repeat what he said. And then once I got home, my brother Matt was standing at the stairs waiting for me to give me a hug and like, you know, just embrace me and you know, let some emotions out. So those are definitely moments that I'll never forget. My Uncle Jeff passed away, and my brother Jairus drove me to the funeral and, you know, sat beside me and let me have my moment and, you know, let me, you know, was there for me as a brother, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And definitely JB, you know, he did a lot for me. And the birth for my daughter, he drove us to all my out-of-town appointments, to like Springfield and to St. Louis, to like, he was at the ultrasound, you know, because I was super nervous and I hate driving on the highway. So he's like, I got you, bro. So definitely those moments. Late nights on Thursdays with you are definitely much needed in my life these days. Just shout out to my niggas, man.
Word. Yeah, I appreciate the Thursday nights too, simply because I don't get to socialize, and Quincy's not a place where I feel comfortable enough to move by myself yet, unless I'm at one destination. You know, I just don't trust people for real, and all my friends got like shit to do. You know, and quite frankly, I shouldn't even be doing it. To be honest,
we really neither one of us.
Yeah, we have better shit to do, but I mean.
It's nice to let loose here.
Yeah, and since we've rebooted this, man, my friends have shown up for me in a major way.
Gosh.
People don't really know what I've been dealing with, and my friends have just shown up in a major way. My friends from college, my friends from my youth, my music friends, like, you know, they check on me, they check on my daughter.
Word.
So it's like, I'm lucky to have good people in my life, you know?
We are very lucky, huh?
Yeah. That shit, motherfucker, tearing up. But, like, thinking about that shit, like, people really don't know the kind of pressure that's been on me. And it's like, my friends let me rant, you know? They let me be in that state where it's just like, motherfuckers low. I wear a mask all day, you know, trying to promote, like, good energy and just, you know, doing your best and things like that. And I do my best, and your best looks different every day. You know,
every day, yeah.
Sometimes you're a 3 out of 10, but if you gave the full 3, you gave 100%. That's how that shit works for real. But I feel lucky because my friends show up for me mentally. You know, they push me, like they accept my mission to be a better me, and they don't let me settle.
Cause you him, bro. You the one, bro. You him. Like these niggas know.
But one day I'll be able to like confidently be like, yeah, I am, you know, and I'm working. You see, I didn't give no rebuttal. I accepted it.
Exactly.
I'm working on it, bro.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
I already know, bro.
I don't know. I'm grateful for the people in my life that stay, because it's not easy. It's not easy having someone, you know, you consistently invite to birthday parties. Oh, I got to do this, bro. I'm sorry. Like, you know, I got a gift card for my niece though. Like, I don't even know what she likes. Like, it's not easy to have someone like that in your life. But like, my friends have just embraced me on this journey of me trying to figure out how to navigate this world on my own. Like, people don't really realize when you don't got no mentor, you don't have no guidance. Like, and you have people that you could ask, but they don't give you the answers that you're looking for,
or like relate in the way that you needed to relate.
Yeah. And it's like, it's like I just got to figure it out because there's more. There's more to our story, bro. That's just. And if I'm the one that's got to figure out, I'm the one that's got to figure it out. But we are not supposed to just wake up, work all day, and come home and get 4 hours with our families and
then die.
Yeah, and if all these other motherfuckers can figure it out, we can figure it out. It's just gonna take me a little bit of time, and I'm grateful that my friends are like, oh, don't worry about it. Like she knows you love her. Like we know you care.
Yeah.
Because not everybody would take that shit so personally, bro. And it's never personal. I got shit to do. And
niggas is moving around.
Yeah, I promise you, the day is coming very soon where it's like I can send somebody else to go do this. Oh, I don't have to meet them, so I can send staff to go meet them. We ain't even gotta worry about it. Oh, I don't have to set up for the show. Somebody else can do that, so I can kick it with y'all. We go get dinner and then go to the show together.
Shit. Yeah.
And that day is coming very soon.
Sooner than you know.
Yeah. So I'm very grateful for the support system I have and my friends, and I'm just all of them. Like I got friends all over. I got friends all across the. It's crazy to think about. I literally have friends all across the world.
That's fire.
And they bought merch. They've support. They watch the podcast, and they don't. I have people who they can't make events.
So yeah.
And they'll buy tickets in different currencies.
That's so fire. Yeah.
Yeah. How lucky am I to have that? Like, that's so cool.
That's very lucky.
And it's like, I don't know. So it's not that adds pressure, but it's like I want to be great because there's people that believe I can be great. I believe I can be great, and greatness is happiness to me. At the end of the day, that's how I'm happy.
That's fire.
And happiness looks different for everyone, but man, when I'm doing something dope and I'm providing this moment for this kid that without me or otherwise would not have this opportunity. I'm providing this moment for him to feel like a superstar.
Let him rock out.
We have guests on here who tell their stories, and I'd never be able to tell my story for real.
Yeah.
Providing that moment for people, giving them a sense of enjoyment or to feel seen. I had the jersey party. I'm shouting out people that wearing Bulls jerseys. Like, I never get to wear this jersey.
Yeah.
I'm giving people that moment, and that is so dope to me. And it's because of my support system that I'm able to keep going, bro. Because I've been down. Sorry, that guy.
No, I'm sitting here thinking as a man.
That motherfucker going through it, what? But
no, I'm just sitting there in relation to that because, man, like, especially like when you like face real life realities, and that's when you know who's around you.
Yeah.
When you go through death, or when you go through financial problems, and you're going to let you hold $20, well, that's he's gonna be like, and not even like ask for it back type shit.
Yeah.
Or, hey, I need to ride to work. Can you help me out? My friends have done that for me, and I'm eternally grateful for that. When they invite me and my kids to their, spots and, hey, come through, mama cooked, slide.
Yeah.
That's love, man, and they don't have to do that. They don't have to
extend their hand
to do that.
On me, they don't.
My brother Matt hit me up today in relation to the pod. He's like, man, you did good, man. Like, you killed that shit. I'm proud of you. And that meant a lot to me, girl. Like, to know that I'm making my people proud it's a wonderful thing. Even when I don't feel like I'm making myself proud, they feed into me, and they see me, and they be like, nah, nigga, you doing that.
Yeah.
Keep going, don't be scared, like, especially with the Trudy Charles episode. Like, I was super scared to drop that.
Yeah.
And, people around me say, no, man, like, you don't be scared.
Yeah.
So,
no, we got a lot of love on that.
Yeah.
We got a lot of love on that
as well. I really, truly appreciate that.
So when it comes to how you kind of protect your energy, because people make fun of me because I am so focused on energy, but energy is everything. Vibrations is everything. Everything is vibrating.
Yeah.
Right? So energy is everything. So how do you kind of go about like protecting your energy these days, in a sense, since everything's vibrations, and not everybody who approaches you has your best intentions in mind.
Just really keeping the vibe. We always do the vibe check. I check people's vibe.
Word.
If you don't come in with good intentions and a good heart, I'll just meet you where you're at. So. And luckily, I don't run into too many new faces, no new friends.
I'm similar in a sense, but I do try to give people the benefit of the doubt in the sense like I don't write them off right away. You know, a lot of people whisper, "Oh, Dave's done this, they've done that." I don't write people off right away.
Right.
Unless you like did one of my brothers crazy, then you're crazy even approaching me, right? But like
niggas be doing that. That's crazy.
Boy.
My fault.
No, yeah. Boy, that shit is so crazy because they be moving like you don't know.
Like he's not gonna tell me.
Yeah, what's wrong with him?
Yeah.
But it's like kind of checking people's energy and their intentions because in what I do, I get approached a lot, and a lot of people would much rather use me than actually like purchase services.
How do you? Yeah, that's a better question for you. How do you like,
bro? Very carefully, for real.
Because niggas know not to like just. Marcellus, no. When they be like, James, let's do this, let's do that.
Yeah. No, and see, at the beginning, every opportunity that came my way, I said yes, or I tried to figure out how to do it because I thought they had good intentions for me. I've given people free merch because they said they're going to do photo shoots, and I find out that there's videos of them talking shit about the merch, or there's people who want me to shoot videos and...
No, don't say it. No more.
Yeah. Or there's videos, or I shoot videos and they talk shit about the videos, or they don't come out how they want, and it's just like, bro, I'm learning.
Yeah.
I'm all learning, like, until I got to figure it out.
It's you.
Yeah. It's just James.
It's the name.
Yeah. So I don't know how I protect my space, bro. My home, and it's crazy because in these last couple of years, like it hasn't felt like a home. I've moved so much. I've moved twice. I moved from Jacksonville to Quincy, and then I moved from one side of town to the other, and I never really got to settle.
Oh, other town, man.
Sorry. It's like 40 minutes from that other.
I know. I was like, this is a complete north to south type shit.
So it was like
whatever.
It's like I haven't had the chance to really like get comfortable in this new space and kind of figure out how to maneuver in this space because, man, I mean, where I stay, I'm out in the boonies, so it's kind of like, bro, what's going on out here? Centers just dropped, so motherfuckers moving. No, just kidding. But it's trying to adjust to all those things.
Yeah.
And then you have people in your face. People want to come over for the pod, but it's like, low key, I know you'd rob me if you could, so no, I can't have you.
Let's not do that.
Yeah. And so, it really is very carefully because you also don't want to fuck up your clientele either.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out because a lot of the people that I watch and listen to and get game from, it's like they'll cut you off, but it's like I don't have the luxury of cutting people off because there's so few.
Yeah.
So it's like, do I take this chance or do I not? I've gotten better at listening to my gut or my intuition in the sense of it'll tell you when you about to go through some shit.
Yeah, you start listening,
and it's been on point this week. It's been on point this week. So, so I guess to move forward, not in the sense of like, first let's discuss a major topic. Like, do you think men and women can be friends?
If they're honest with each other, they can.
Come on.
Honesty is the best policy,
man.
And if you know me, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, if they can be honest with each other and be like, this is this or that is that, then yeah, men and women could be friends without a doubt. But like when things start to get blurry and a nigga fall in love or a girl fall in love or whatever, it gets sticky.
Yeah, and what's crazy to me?
What's crazy to you?
Just my most recent experience, and it's not very recent, is a couple years back.
Right.
But we were friends.
And
then she pushed it. And so I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. And
then she fell back. I was like, bitch, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like, I was cool just being your friend. Like, and
you see, can guys and girls be friends?
I think so, but that comes down to the honesty, like you said. Like, don't get me wrong, I've had friends where it was like friends with benefits for a while, and
yeah, can you do that? Like, just like realistically, can you just hypothetically fuck a girl Excuse my language, but not really.
Me as a man, no, because I fell for that friend pretty fucking hard. So me, no, not anymore. Man, back in the day when I was younger and I was like getting poon like that. Yeah, but I've man, I think I've been like pretty consistent with just trying to be with one person.
Right.
So I don't really even think like that. Like I've had female friends where it's like they need comforted, and you hold them, but it's like I'm not finna be like grabbing ass while I'm getting a hug and shit like that.
No.
That's claiming territory type shit.
Yeah, that's
but it's like they had a rough day, or something's going on with their families. Do you give them a hug? Like I think because I can be honest. I could tell you if I'm feeling you. I could tell you and it's like if you tell me I need to chill, all right, I'm gonna chill. We could be friends.
That's the key. Like I said in the beginning, honesty is the best policy.
Yeah, because then jealousy comes into that, and it's like
no need for all that.
Yeah, if you and I think both sexes kind of mess up with this in the sense of if they tell you they're not interested, so be friends. But also if you tell someone you're not interested, don't sit there and look for them to be acting like they're interested in you. Like they're gonna move on.
Yeah.
They're gonna move past it. Like they're still gonna be nice and kind, but don't take that shit like they're flirting with you or trying to get back. That shit has been I've
seen that.
I had to delete people off Snap because they just thought I was always pursuing them, and I was like, I'm good at the crib.
Yeah,
the crib is good.
It's fine actually.
Yeah, so it's
got a whole PS5.
But yeah, so it's possible, but a lot of people can't have those. A lot of people cannot have tough conversations, and I think that's what makes a difference between friends, bro. Because me and you have had tough conversations.
Man, and call me all the time.
And I mean, you checked me the one time, and then it was just like, I feel like you should be able to have tough conversations with the people that you consider a friend or a brother or family or your partner. You should be able to have those tough conversations and work through that shit together.
Yeah.
And don't it does take, okay, I need some fucking space from you, motherfucker. You tripping out.
It has to stay a conversation.
Yeah, you can't.
Don't turn it to screaming or physical, anything like that. It's a conversation. Leave it at that.
Yeah, and you can't blow it off either. Like it's so. I mean, I promise you, the tough conversations will bring you closer. And I feel like that's a big reason we've had our friend groups for 15 plus years.
Yeah.
Because we can check each other. We know when to check each other. We know when motherfuckers tweaking. You said that event last weekend where Buddy was like, "Can I say the N word?" And you knew off rip like, "Nah, James ain't going for none of that."
Yeah.
Like. That's because you know that I would check him on that, and you know me well enough to where we've had that tough conversation because it was like that don't bother me too much, and it's like it needs to bother you.
Yeah, and that's why I say, hey, let's just balance. Yeah, I knew what type of time was coming, and we didn't need all that. Yeah, blessings to that young man. Well, and I don't know if this is my place to say, but like. I wonder if girls do that. Well, excuse me, women do that.
Let's ask them. Let's bring some on the pot.
We should do that.
Let's bring some on the...
Ladies, if you're watching and you have a intellectual conversation, let's come join us. Because I'm very curious. Because I don't see a lot of female friend groups
that last that long.
That lasts more than 2 years.
I've never been in a relationship with a woman that had friends like that.
Same.
Okay, I lied. One of my relationships, she had friends, but as soon as we got in a relationship, it was like, my friends are coming around for the barbecue. Are you going to invite your people over? And she's like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Why not? Like,
and it's not like inviting for my friends. No, inviting for you so you can mingle while we mingle.
Yeah.
If we intertwine, then we intertwine. We're like, because we'll be fine.
Bro, we could be nowhere with nothing, and we'll
be fine.
We'll crack jokes. We'll be kicking it.
We had a whole hacky sack. We'll be fine. So, like, I really do wonder that. I remember asking on Snapchat a few years back. I was like, why don't girls like stay friends? I remember a group of girls one time got matching tattoos. None of those girls talk to each other anymore. To my knowledge.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I'm like, you got a whole tattoo with someone and you don't speak to them? That's crazy.
Yeah, y'all couldn't overcome your differences?
Like, And that goes back to having those conversations and checking each other and holding each other accountable and so on and so on.
Yeah.
So I do want, let's put a pin in that. And
word. I was just thinking that.
Saw the Boat. I love that movie. Put a pin in it. And we're going to have a female revisit that conversation. So ladies, hit the chat.
Yeah. So in 2025, Celis, what does loyalty look like to you?
Loyalty, representing me when I'm not there.
Word.
Say my name proudly when I'm not around.
Defend my name.
Defend my name when I'm not around. Speak life into me when I'm not anywhere near you.
Yeah.
Oh, my son, that's my dog. Yeah. He's great. Check him out on the podcast. He's a good worker. Oh, Jay's, that nigga do everything. Renaissance man type shit. Oh, so, yeah, that's my homegirl. That's loyalty. That's, to my eyes, let me speak for myself. That's what I call loyalty. And that goes for friends, family, or anything like that. Speak life into one another when they're not around.
Yeah, I would agree. Especially when it comes to like balancing everybody's at different stages in their life.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, loyalty can look different, but at the end of the day, do you defend my name when I'm not around? Leak my information, my secrets, people always wonder why I'm friends with certain people, and it's just like, man, when I had no one, they were there.
Yeah.
And they're still there. To me, that's loyalty, And it was like, I may not be on the type of time they're on.
Right.
But like not even when I was, but when I was down, that motherfucker was there.
Yeah.
And it's crazy, that motherfucker's still there. And to me, that's loyalty. He don't talk bad on my name.
That's
and
it.
honestly, I'm grateful to be who I am, because a lot of my friends gas me up. I don't speak for myself very often. Y'all be on my ass about it, but like a lot of y'all gas me up.
Don't. Which is wild,
because I'm just me, bro. Like I love everything. That's not the point of this.
Yeah.
But it's just like a lot of my friends gas me up. To me, that's loyalty, And I've had peers. You see, I just switched it up. I've had peers fake, and be like leaking animosity, and it's just like,
yeah.
How do you know my character and you still feel that kind of way? And it's like, bro, you can be great too, literally. And I've said this before on the pod. Like I've had friends who want to pursue other things, and they've reached out to me to help. I don't know shit about that, but you know what? If you need that hand, I can donate some hours to you. I can donate my time, the time I will never get back. I can donate my time to help you pursue your passion. I can do that.
Podcast.
Yeah. Do you prefer loyalty over like love? Like I got love for him, but I got love for the homie, but loyalty. And I think, I don't know if that's a conversation we could really have. Friend groups, maybe that's on some other shit, but like, I don't know.
I think I understand what you're trying to ask, but my answer would be, can you have one without the other?
Yeah.
Because like, I can love you from afar and still be loyal from afar, but like, and say I checked you, and not like I'm checking this nigga, but say we checked each other.
Yeah.
And we just say, hey, let's just wash our hands with each other for right now.
Yeah.
I still love you. I'm still loyal to you. We just say, we're not here right now. So
when it comes to friend groups, I would actually agree with that, because I got friends I got brothers that I'm not talking to right now.
Exactly. So,
but if that motherfucker was like, bruh, I missed a car payment, they about to take my shit, like, can you help me out? I'll be like, yeah, bro, what you need?
Yeah. So
like, no hesitation. Like, it was like, if I ain't got it.
That,
yeah. I think. Yeah, I would agree. Hit
me up, nigga.
Don't. I guess.
I'm just joking.
To wrap this up, man, how do your friends hold you accountable?
Oh man, they get on my ass all the time.
Man, they get on me too, bro.
This nigga James put me on blast all the time.
What the? Why he keep saying shit like that? I do not.
Because you, but like in a good way. Like when I say put me on blast, like you'll send me motivational quotes in like the randomest time, because I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to push me to be great, and I need that. I am a guy that needs to be pushed. I really am. I'll hold myself accountable. I hate change. Everyone knows that I hate change in my life. I freak out. My anxiety goes through the roof. But without change, there's no progress. So you gotta like do it. You do that to me. My brother Jared will hit me like, man, you like, nigga, do this though. Like, you need to quit You know,
Yeah.
the mother of my children still push me because like she could see that I could do better. So like I gotta do that. So as much as I hate it, I know I need it.
Word.
So, I'm not saying that like in a rude way, even though it's true. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like I know your intentions behind it, and your intentions are good.
Yeah.
And it's out of love when it's out of brotherhood, and I definitely understand that.
Yeah. And I think my friends do the same, but I think they can tell when I'm slipping or I'm not moving at my normal rate. And that's
Right.
when they really are like, yo, take your time, but like don't forget you got shit to do.
Facts.
And I do find myself in moments where it's like, fuck, like I kind of just want to breathe today,
Yeah.
and they're just like, yeah, take that time, bro, but you on a mission right now, bro, like you gotta lock back
Clock's
in.
ticking.
Yeah, it really is, and distracted for a little bit there, but we back.
Like we never left.
Yeah, so I just, man, value your people. Life is so short, bro. Value your people.
Yeah.
Have those tough conversations. Be honest. As people who have friend groups of 15 plus years.
Shout out to the homies.
Yeah, for real. And it's crazy to think about because we've all gone down different paths of life.
Yeah.
And we're all just like, yo, what's that?
Dead ass, man. My brother Matt just sent me a screenshot of the game just because, that's what we do. Like, and we don't even talk every day, but we'll talk about the game. Like, it's nothing. You notice I say the same names because, like, these are my real friends.
Facts.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess before we end it, do you think at our age that a lot of people struggle to find friends as adults? Do you think, since we've had some of the same friends, and I've made a few friends. A lot of the friends I've made today are younger than me.
Yeah.
But I think that's because I move like a young buck.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I move like a regular 31-year-old.
You don't. Well.
But do you think it's hard? Do you think it's a challenge to make friends in today's age?
To be honest, I'll say it is here just because everyone already knows everyone.
Yeah, it's already clicked up and it's big.
So, but like, if we were to like go to St. Louis or Chicago or something and like refresh ourselves, me being the type of person that I am, I don't have no problem making a friend.
Yeah.
Like this recently, I was in St. Louis at the gas station. This dude said something about my hair. And we talked for like 10 minutes. He's like, oh, that's a natural. I said, yeah, no haircut, no nothing. He's like, oh, if you ever get a retwist, go to this. Like, we just chopped it up for 10 minutes. I don't even know his name.
Yeah.
So, like, me personally, I don't think it's hard, but I do see how people struggle with it.
Yeah. It's a little challenging for me because people approach me trying to use me first for gain, which, I mean, I'm not against that, but like, don't approach me like that. I would much rather you approach me on some business shit than like try to befriend me just to use me and my resources.
Be honest.
Yeah, back to it.
Honesty is the best policy.
So, all right. So, this is the very last thing. What are a few things that you look for when you are determining if someone's a friend or not? Give me 3 key things that you look for.
Holding each other accountable. Have the same interests. I don't not like the same favorite team, but like there has to be a common ground.
Yeah, like us is music, but we have different music tastes.
Yeah,
a little, but
you know what I mean, like a little common ground to where like if all else fails, we can go back to that.
Word.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just be a good person.
Word.
Too many ill niggas in this world. Just be a good person.
Yeah.
Too many evil and this not child, but this world's already fucked up. Just be nice to each other.
Yeah.
Say good morning to someone.
Man.
Hey, have a great, we say have a great day. Have a great day, dude. That's very nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, those are my 3.
No, I'd pretty much be right there with you. Character.
If she's a female, then occasionally titty clip would be nice.
What?
I don't know how to steal out there.
Character. Your mission. Like, I really want friends that are goal-oriented.
Yes.
Which is why I'm not... They're my brothers, but I'm not as close as I wish because I'm more goal-oriented and they're more family-focused, which if I honestly today at this moment, if I had a family, I would start to make that change, right? And there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with being
Don't
family
take that as a
oriented.
slight.
Yeah, and then I guess that's character, but like how you treat people.
Yeah.
You know, and I guess that goes down to character, but as well. But
it's a little different. But
yeah, just how you treat people, like be kind type shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Thank y'all for kicking it with us. This was a little longer than usual. This episode just means a lot. Like we're talking about the people that have been in our lives for a long time.
Niggas got emotional on this bitch.
Boy, I'm gonna have him edit that out. Nah.
Well, seriously, people. Comment some moments where you guys showed up for each other. Ladies, I do want to hear your thoughts about if you guys even have friends. I'm not trying to slight you guys, but if you guys have a strong friend group, how long has it lasted? Do you have 15 years with your friend types that you're not related to?
Yeah, and not in a toxic environment, because a lot of women friend groups only go out drinking together. Like, do y'all do sober shit?
Do y'all do Pilates?
You talking about Pilates? All right, with that said, I'm James.
I'm Marcellus.
And this was a Kickback.
Peace.